Hey, you're right. So a little while ago, we put out a post on social media just seeing if anyone had any questions about me or respect mental health. It's taken a while to get round to doing them, but we're finally here. So I'm going to read some questions out from people. First one is John Gilligan. Great post, brought so much awareness and positivity to everyone. I love the logo. So my question, what made you go with the design? Now, we had the Respect Mental Health hashtag in place first because of some other charity projects that we were doing that we created the hashtag for people to follow. So we already had that, but then when things started taking off and getting a bit more serious and we wanted to put it into something, I wanted to make sure that whatever the logo was, is that people could throw up the sign, as they say. And this one I thought worked very well. It's the sign, it's the phone. That was the thought behind it. It's more just for that, but you're on the phone. But, if you need to talk, pick up the phone, give someone a call. So that was always the idea behind it. And we're always going to keep the logo, but we're going to change it around a little bit. There'll be a new logo out, but we'll still be having the hand. So keep an eye out for that. That will be coming pretty soonish. Thanks, John, for the question. Liam Bagnall, how many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth while saying fluffy bunny? Not too sure, but I was the school champion 2 years in a row on the cream cracker eating competition. So 2 years in a row, I was a champion. No one could beat me. No one even came close, to be fair. But I might have to give that a try at some point. The marshmallow thing, Liam. Yeah, I'll have to add them to the shopping list and have a look and give you an update back on that one. Right, so Jules Gaylor, who would play your character in a movie of your life? Oh, I don't know. Like a lot of people say that I sound like Russell Brand or Joe Swash. So I think if we're looking to go for similarities and also background similarities, I would say that Russell Brand would be the best equipped to play me, but he would definitely have to shave his hair. Definitely, 100%. Um, Seema, Joshi has put, why did you start Respect Mental Health? Basically, it was all started because we wanted to do a charity calendar that never actually took part, but I took 11 other people, asked them, they wanted to be involved. So we set up a hashtag just for people to follow. So then when we announced the calendar, we'd have a following already, people would be interested. Now, we got people following, but the calendar never happened because this was the first lockdown we went to in March 2020 for Corona. Yeah, that didn't happen, but we had like 1,500, 2,000 followers, I think, on the hashtag. So we decided that it was the best thing to keep it going and make something out of it. What's the end goal? The end goal is to be nationally recognised, but continuing the work further than that as well. Once we start getting recognised more and more, it's a great feeling. We can start to do more things. More people know about us, and we can go on to help more people and help more projects that are then actually going to help change the way that we approach mental health. So we're working on some very, very great things behind the scenes, but the end goal really is to continue once you reach, kind of a national recognition. Um, where are we going? So that was from Laura Everson. Scott Hardiman, how do you define success for yourself and the brand? The brand, again, success would be to taking it to that national recognition level. For me, success is everything I got now. It's the family, it's the kids, it's the four walls, the food in the cupboards, the gas in the pipes, the water. It's all having all that. That is successful to me. I didn't always have this, and now I have, and I find from when I set myself my life goals many, many years ago that I'm where I am. I don't need the big house. I don't need the cars or anything like that. Um, Having this is what I define as success. So Lisa Hagger, thanks for that one, Scott. Lisa Hagger, why the logo? So again, it was the sign to be able to do that. What's been my biggest obstacle I have faced? My biggest obstacle really, um, has been making everything work behind the scenes. Is that, you know, I'm good at the creative side and putting things together and sharing my vision, but it's the actual finer details that I really struggle with, and can't work certain mechanics out on certain things. So I'm very blessed to be able to have people there that can show me and also help me out a massive lot. But yeah, my side comes more on the creative side than the physical side. But when it comes down to finer details, I find that a massive struggle. How do I balance stuff? You know, I found it hard at first, and I think I kind of worked myself into the ground. But now I've been able to build a team within Respect Mental Health that other people are now able to do stuff. You know, and I'm not holding it on to so much as my little baby and not really giving anyone too much to do. I've now started to release stuff and make things much more manageable. But at first I found it very hard, you know, and I've very struggled to keep up. But I'm coming up, I'm having a nice 2 week break coming up. And that's my time just to step away from everything completely for 2 weeks, have a breather, and then come back with new ideas. And yeah, um, yeah, so am I looking after myself? Yeah, so this 2 weeks is a bit of an order, as well as, you know, I said I needed a break for a week, and the lady said, no, you're taking 2 weeks, and don't you dare answer any messages. So she, you know, she's forced me into a 2 week, which is great because, you know, it gives me some good time on myself, without any social media. Who's your biggest inspiration? From Rebecca Johnson. Well, it'd be the guy that I asked to play me in a film, Russell Brand or Tyson Fury. Both of them, you know, I find very much similar backgrounds. You know, not with the Tyson Fury and his traveller side, but more on the addiction side of when he went through bad things. And Russell Brand, you know, everyone pretty much knows his story as well. And I feel them two have come from the worst place, and they're, you know, they're living good lives, and they're able to go out and help other people. You know, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing what them two have achieved. Um, Describe the colour pink to a blind person. I find pink as a calming colour. This is from Brian Davey. Pink's a very calming colour, so I'd really ask the blind person where they find the most relaxation, and kind of associate the colour to how relaxed they feel there. Pink is very calming to me. Why do I support Manchester United? James Austin. Um, James, it was more of a family thing, and I'm quite thankful it was, because we had many success years. Growing up, you know, everyone hated our team, but, you know, I wanted to be every player in my team. So I had all the shirts. But, you know, my mum was Man United, my dad was Man United. My mum was actually living in Manchester at the time, where many of my family are, the ones that moved over from Ireland in like the 60s or 70s. So my dad actually met my mum in Manchester when he was like on a short break from the Navy. So yeah, I was brought up as Man United, through and through. I'd never change it. But local, I used to go to a lot of local football, which would be Gills. You know, you can never kind of just dump on your local team. Our football team done a bit of ball boying for them as well back in the day, so we was up there quite a bit. Katie Nuttall. If you could combine two animals together to create one super animal that most reflected your personality, what would it be and why? Oh, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I really do think Heart of a Lion. So, you know, I think I've kind of proved to myself, not to anyone else. You know, other people might not see it, but I feel that, you know, with what I've been through and what I continue to go through, is that, you know, I've now got that heart of a lion to be able to help and deal and be strong, and then also know when to, you know, it's my time to step back. But I'd have to combine this with something, you know, like a frog. I'd have to say a frog. You know, I'm so like up and about and jumpy and all over the place. You know, and I couldn't really have another tough animal in there. I'd have to mix it up with something stupid. So yeah, like a lion frog, I imagine. Jeez, I tried keeping a straight face. That's a cracking question, Katie. But yeah, they're all the questions that were asked through our LinkedIn page. And as I said, it took a while to get to them, but we're here now, and hopefully that gives you a better insight into who I am and what our plans are for the future.